going to do a 12 noon live on Facebook and YouTube, but I actually have some plans this afternoon. I can't tell you, but it involves money and fun. So I'm meeting the girls this afternoon, so I had to rearrange this. So anyways, happy April 15th. It's tax day. It's also International Gardening Day. So if you're a gardener, this day is for you. I don't necessarily do too much gardening. My husband takes care of most of that. But anyways, so I'm coming to you today to, I'm changing things up a little bit. I normally would do a live on Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember now, to show you all 3 cards that I do for my card class kit to go every week. But this week I'm changing it up a little bit, and I will be doing a live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just to show you those 3 cards. I kind of found, and I got some feedback, that people felt it was a little long to try and do all 3 cards, especially if they're complicated or have a lot of detail to it. So we're going to just step back, and I'm going to share 1 card each live. So before I start, though, I did want to remind everybody, this is our new annual catalog. It comes out in May 1st. And if you don't have it, shoot me an email or a DM, and I will get you the new catalog. There's a lot of great products in it, and I can't wait to share some of the new stuff with you, probably starting, I'll do a sneak peek maybe next week. But I love it. They've really redesigned it. There's a lot of great helpful hints in here, and kind of techniques, and a little bit of training as well. So I think you'll really enjoy this one. But anyways, shoot me a DM or drop me an email, and I will gladly get this over to you. And let's see, if you're following me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And if you guys are watching a replay, just drop me a comment. I love to see the comments, and I love to respond to them. So without further ado, let's get down to our card. If I can get down here real quick. Okay, so this is going to be our first card in the card class kit to go this week. I do 3. You would get all 3 cards. You'd get enough to make 6 cards, 2 of each design. And basically what it is placing an order in my online store for $40, excluding tax and shipping, and I will send you all the information to put the cards together, a PDF, along with pre-cut cardstock. The only thing I can't do is stamp. So you'd either have to use a stamp that you have, or use another product that you might have that maybe has flowers or something, because we all know we have lots of flowered stamps, right? So anyways, I'm breaking this up a little bit just to show you 1 card each day. So here is the Irresistible Blooms. Now listen, people, I know this has been around for a while. It's on our online exclusives. It's been around since last March. The bundle is still available online on our online exclusives. And we also have, now this is low inventory, the paper. Hello Irresistible paper. And I have it all out of order, so you'll have to forgive me for that. I do that often. But anyways, it is still available. I love this set, and I know that we're going to be getting a lot of new things. So I just wanted to kind of play around with something that really, touches my heart with these flowers and the sentiments. So, so I did one last take on it for this week, and I hope you guys like it. And so let's get started. We'll jump right in. So this is a very easy card. What I love about it is the dies in this bundle they actually cut out the DSP. You can also stamp. So in some of the cards that I've done this week, I've stamped the flowers and the leaves, and this is also DSP that's cut out. So this will be a fairly quick card to make. And the frosted dots, it comes with, you can also get the frosted dots that go with this. Let me see if I can open it up right. And I love these. Look how pretty they are. Can you see? So pretty. Anyways. Okay. So let's get started. Here I have, I'll just put this right up here so I know what I'm doing. Otherwise I might forget, which I do often. Okay, we're starting out with just basic white cardstock, and I'm gonna make sure I burnish or score those edges. And then this is the DSP. I cut this out. I love both sides, but I'm just gonna attach that right to the front of the card with my multi-purpose liquid glue. Yes, so I originally was gonna go live, but we cut at noon today, but we have this like special thing on Mondays for senior citizens. Do you guys think I'm a senior citizen? I am. I even have AARP. Sometimes I struggle with, like, I don't do a lot of, same size on my card because I just struggle lining it up sometimes. But I have to challenge myself and get out of that mode. So there's the card base with the DSP over it. I'm going to put that aside, and we are going to die cut the circular die that's in the Irresistible Blooms dies. So let me get that set up. And I'm using Lost Lagoon. So here's our cardstock, just a panel of Lost Lagoon. And basically, I should take these out before. Here's the die we're using. So you can see that. And I just kind of place it, actually, I place it up towards the top. I don't want it right in the center. I just want to give some room down here for some additional stamping we're going to do. So I go ahead and put that in my cut and emboss machine with the proper sandwich. Make sure that's good. And we're just going to run that right through there. We'll set that aside. Now, this does have let me get this one piece here out of it. I like to save this. You never know. You could use a stylish shape die, a circle die on there. I'm gonna have to do a tour of my stamp room just to show you guys, because I do save my scrap papers. So here is the die, and we just need to get all these little fragments out. I love the Irresistible Blooms dies because, especially, I live in central New York, up outside of Syracuse and Auburn, and we really look forward to spring. So this kind of reminds me of spring. And by the way, we've had lots of April showers, so those bring May flowers. I actually saw some of my blooms come up this weekend, so I was all excited. Colors. Okay, now we're gonna stamp. I'm gonna use this stamp outside on the bottom. This is what it looks like in the stamp set, but it's just it just adds a little bit, if you can see here, the dots. So we're just gonna kind of stamp randomly. If I can find, here it is. Okay. So we're just gonna, oh, oopsie. I got the wrong color. I want to do it in, this is Pretty Peacock. This is actually for the center. So we're just going to wash that off. I want to do it in Lost Lagoon, because that's the same color as the cardstock. And I just want it to be faint in there, kind of not real dark. And Pretty Peacock is just a little bit darker. So let me grab my Lost Lagoon. You can see there that's darker. Now here's the Lost Lagoon, same color as the cardstock. And we're just going to randomly stamp. And I ink it up each time. I want the colors to be the same. I don't want to stamp off. And then I kind of just rotate the stamp just so I get different variations. Now let's see here. I'll rotate it a little bit. And I want a little bit more in there, so I'm just gonna probably just do that. And I'm gonna put a little bit more up here. We'll do it like this. Okay, there we have it. So that's the stamping. Where's my cleaning pad? My chamois. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. We did. It just rained the whole time, so it's a little disappointing. You can see the dots there, see? It just adds a little bit something to this. Okay, next we are going to stamp on the front here. Actually, you know what? No, I want to put this in first on top so I make sure I'm getting it centered where I want it. So we'll go ahead and attach this piece to the front card base. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of the glue. You can use Stampin' Seal or whatever adhesives that are your favorite. Let's make sure we get that centered on here. Yep. That looks good. And then I'm going to take this thank you stamp and I'm going to stamp that right in the middle. So I just tap, 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 tap. I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to stamp it right in the middle. Hopefully I got it good. There we go. Looks good to me. See how easy this is so far? Which I like. There are days that I really want to just whip out some quick, easy cards, and then there are days where I really love to get into all the details. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put this right up here. We are going to take some of this DSP paper. As you can see, I've already cut out some flowers. And I'm probably going to cut out 3. This one has 2, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out 3 of the smaller ones. And again, we're going to use the dies that are included in the Irresistible Bloom dies to cut those out. I'm just going to prepare this. I am going to use the smaller flower die. Just want to make sure I get it in there correctly. And let's see here. That's half my challenge sometimes, is which way does it go? Okay, there. No, there. And I also use Post-it tape. So excited I got this. This is the 1/3 inch, I guess. But it's enough to hold down the die so that it doesn't slip around on my, when I'm putting it through the, some people are really good. They don't need it. I need it. Oh, see, that just slid around because I didn't have it taped good. Okay, this is going to be the longest part of the whole live, is Anne trying to tape the dies to the DSP. But come on. I know you've all experienced that before. I'm not the only one. Okay, so here's our first flower. We're just going to take that out. Set it aside. We'll do 2 more. Oops, this one on the bottom. Yes. Now I'm getting anxious to play with the new, boy, I gotta figure out how these go. The new stuff coming out. So that's what I'm looking forward. I've already got, that looks good. I've already got a lot. Well, I didn't get a lot. I've got, if you guys have seen the new catalog, I did get the Unbound Beauty Suite. I got the Country Woods Suite. I got the Shopping, forgot what it's called, Shopping Something Bundle. Okay, here's the second flower. I'm just trying to, sometimes you just need to be a little careful when you're taking off the tape. Now we'll do the third one, this one right here. And then I can put those together. Well, we got to cut out the leaves too, but that's okay. That'll go quick. What they've done with some of the new suites and bundles is, or the dies, is they've actually included 2 of the same dies, so you can, if you're doing a lot of die cutting, you can die cut it twice out, which I like. Okay, here's the third one. Oops, 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 oops. Did I tear it? Nope, I didn't tear it. All right. So we're done with that one. Now we're going to use the leaves. And you can see there's different coloring in here. We've got some Daffodil Delight, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock right up here. So I'm just going to randomly cut them out because I'm okay with having Daffodil Delight show up in it. So here's 2 different leaf dies. One's for the 3. So as you can see, I'm just gonna pop that on there. I'm gonna cut this in half. I gotta make sure I get this good though. There we go. And then I'll do 2, if I can squeeze, well, that's gonna be tough. So I'll do it over here. I'll do this one. And I cut out 3 different leaves for this, so oops, I want that over there a little bit more. There we go. Remember, if you're not following me on YouTube, please subscribe and follow me. Then you'll get notified of whenever I do a live or whenever some videos come out. And Facebook, I normally do a little announcement when I'm going live as well. So let's do probably one more 2. What did I do with the 2? It's right in my hand. Right in my hand. Let's see. I'll do this one. It's got a little bit different colors in it. So I've finished all the cards for this week's Card Class to Go. If you go to my website, you can look under classes and it'll be there, all the details. I'm placing another order today for just some supplies I need, like cardstock and things like that. But shh, my husband doesn't know. I don't tell him. And then he checks the bank account every day, the MasterCard. Comes upstairs. What are you doing? You're ordering again. I told you no more. I don't pay attention to him. Well, I do, but... Oh, I guess I shouldn't be saying this because he can watch this. Oh, I'll take it back. David, sorry. I do pay attention to you. All right, we've got all these little pieces here. And all we're going to do is, first I'm going to arrange this. I want to see how I want to lay it out. So I've got 3. I'm probably going to, oh, that's cute, huh? Yeah, this goes up this way. And then I've got the leaves. I'm almost thinking I should have done another leaf. Put the 3 down here. And maybe this one right up here. Okay? See? I can overlay these a little bit more too. So I'm going to attach the leaves just with a little bit of glue to the back. Make sure I'm getting my flower the right way. So we'll just take a little bit of glue. You can use a glue dot too. But since I have this glue right here, I'm just going to use a little bit of the glue. I know my friend Debbie, she doesn't like glue. It just takes practice to get used to it. So I'm going to leave that like that. So it's going to go up here. And then I'm going to attach this one. Just with a little glue dot. Not a glue dot. I mean my multi-purpose liquid glue. Okay. Put that right about there. Just got to let it dry for a second or two. And then I'm going to put this one right about there. So I'll put a little bit of glue there. Okay. And this is going up like this, so we're just going to glue that right about there. So we're going to put these on, and I think I'm going to put these 2 up first on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And then what I'll do with this, I'll show you, but let's do the Stampin' Dimensionals on these. You guys have any big plans this week for the week? Again, it's going to be, tomorrow's going to be a nice day, but it's going to be mostly rainy the rest of this week. We got our dock put in. We'll probably get our boat in May out from the storage. And we will be able to start using it. I use, now don't laugh, I use this little shot glass from Nashville to put my these little white things in. And by the way, these little white things, they get all over the house. I track them down to the kitchen. They end up in the bathroom, in the bedroom. So we're just gonna put this right here. Sorry, my watch is on. Then I'm gonna tag this up a little bit more here. Probably could have just used 2 flowers, but I like the flowers. And I'll use one more little one. We're going to take our daughter-in-law out for dinner Saturday for her birthday, which was in March. We haven't been able to celebrate with her this week, or too much that month, so. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right about there. And for this, since I've already popped these up, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and just a couple dimensionals right here, because I don't want to put it up here. It'll make it pop up way too much. So we'll just add a couple there. I'm crazy with my dimensionals. Let's see, make sure. Yeah. And then I'll add a little bit of glue. Just to make sure it stays down. Oops, see these little things, these little suckers. Let's put a little bit of glue on here. And I really want to thank you guys, especially those that watch the replay, because I know everybody can't. Lots of people in the West Coast, and I know they can't always get online if I'm too early, so I appreciate that. So there we have that. Now, I'm going to, sorry, I'm reaching across here. If you notice on here, I added, you can kind of see it, can you? A little bit of wink of Stella. And I just like to add that just to the centers, kind of the flowers. It adds a little glitter. Glimmer, glitter. I don't know. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do is, where are they? Here they are. And I'm also going to need the glue for this. And I'm going to need my take your pick tool. So these loose dots, just going to add a couple if I can get this open without it going all over the place. Now these can be a little tricky. And I got to get a refill for my, did you see my stick here? My pick, what is it called? Take your pick tool. I am going to use some of the darker, it's the Pretty Peacock. I'm just going to use some random colors here. So I just place a small, if you can see, I place a small dot of glue, because these can be a little tricky. And you just want to, you know, they don't want to cooperate with me today. Come on, guys. Here. There. There's one. I'll do a little tiny one here. I should probably just let that stick on my thing. I'm going to bring this out. I'll put one right here. I do prefer the adhesive backed dots, just because they're a little bit easier, but these are fine too. You get the hang of it. And let's see, I'm gonna do two over here probably. One, oops, two. Let's get a yellow one. Daffodil Delight, I'm sorry, it's not yellow. It's Daffodil Delight. Oops, oh, it came off. No, don't come off. Oh. Yeah, it came off with my take your pick putty. All right, let's fix that one. That's not a good one. See if I can get it back there. Yep. Yeah, and they're out of these. These are back ordered. These not back ordered, but they're not available yet. I forgot what day they're going to come in. See if I can find a little one. Oh, we'll use a big one. Okay. Of course I have to use, here, I'm going to put a little bit over here. And I want one probably here. I'm going to put a little pink one over here. Okay, it's not pink, I know. Flirty Flamingo. And I just want one more. Do one right down here. I go crazy on my bling if you haven't noticed. If you follow me on my blog, you'll see. You gotta have bling. I love embellishments. All right, let's do a big pink one because I like, okay, it's not pink. Okay, there we have it. That's our first card. That was super easy, right? I just want to show you the one thing before we go, before we end up going. I always do the inside of my cards. So what I did here was I layered a piece of Lost Lagoon Basic White, and I stamped the same flowers you can see on the front with Flirty Flamingo and Lost Lagoon for the leaves. So some people don't like to layer the insides because it does take a lot of your cardstock, but I think it just adds an extra touch. So there's the first two cards, or the first card I should say, for the card class to go. And again, I'm just going to pop you guys up to my face view. I know Irresistible Blooms have been around for a long time, but it's a really fun set. And if you just want to get all the materials to make it, I'll die cut, not die cut, but I will provide all the DSP and envelopes and the bling, etc. for the cards. So if you're interested and you want to place that order, just use the April host code that's up there, ZBDQXVUC. You can also go to my website, stampwithann.com, and you'll get all the details there as well. So make sure you join me Wednesday. I will definitely be live at 12 noon on YouTube and Facebook, and then Friday, 12 noon as well. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and I look forward